Who is the most pathetic person you know? My brother is 31 years old. In his entire time on Earth, he hasn't lifted a finger to keep any of his needs met. He dropped out of college after less than half a semester because he couldn't be bothered to roll out of bed before noon to drive the car our parents bought him to class. He's worked a combined total of 2.5 months in his entire life. Lost his first job at Dairy Queen because he swore at a mother over the drive-thru speaker. Lost his second job at a family-owned restaurant because he got caught stealing from the register. For the last 8 years, he's done nothing but roll out of bed at 2 p.m. to play video games and troll Discord servers looking for someone just as pathetic as him to hang out with. And he's not just lazy, he's an annoying, violent, self-centered brat who would push my parents in front of a bus for a dopamine hit. My parents tried their best with all of us. They gave us everything we needed and more. For me and my 2 other siblings, it led to incredible academic success, well-paying jobs, and amazing starts to our adult lives. I wish I could commend them for the 75% success rate, but they've allowed this man-baby to sit in his cradle making demands for 31 years too long. Now they're stuck with an overgrown toddler who sits in the attic playing Valorant all day while cursing my mom out when she dares to ask him to clean up the rotting garbage spread across his room. Last year, Dad had a stroke. He's now at a point where he needs 24-hour professional care. My mother is completely burned out. She retired when Dad had the stroke to take care of him, and it's done more damage to their relationship than 33 years of marriage ever did. It doesn't help that they're constantly harassed by this child demanding his dinner be delivered while he screams at teenagers over the internet. Me, my actual human siblings, and my parents have been talking for months about solutions. We've had family meetings, conference calls, everyone except him, obviously. At the beginning of last month, we made the decision. Dad's going to a care center where he can get proper help. Mom will sell the house to move to a 55-plus community close to Dad where she can finally have some peace, and the man-baby will hopefully find a box with an internet connection somewhere. Mom and Dad have always protected him, but I guess the stroke finally woke them up to reality. Yeah, it sucks. And yes, they're partly to blame for letting it get to this point, but there comes a time to cut your losses and admit you failed. It's a shame that all of the man-baby's siblings, including myself, hate his guts. None of us care what happens to him. And honestly, it's interesting to say that out loud now that I think about it. I got the privilege of being there yesterday when he got the news. Mom's moving in with my sister until the house sells. Dad's going to the care center next week. Movers will be clearing everything out starting pretty much now. He has exactly 1 month to figure his life out. The eviction process is already rolling. The non-emergency line already knows his temperamental, violent behind has been served, and they're ready to respond if he does something stupid. Oh, and our firefighter neighbor will be over in only a few minutes if he needs his ass put in gear on short notice. It was wonderful. His meltdown was absolutely legendary. He actually stomped his feet like a toddler and screamed that it's not fair. Said he was going to sue all of us. Screamed in an elderly man's face saying he wants to kick his ass. Got right in our dad's face. A man who just had a stroke and can barely walk. He demanded to know what we were going to do to help him find a place to live. How much money we were going to give him to make sure he didn't end up on the streets. Asked what he's supposed to do about the fact that he was saving his money to buy a new graphics card. The audacity. He somehow still doesn't understand exactly what he's facing now. He's not talking to mom or dad. He's been locked in his room since last night and only comes out to use the restroom and take food from the pantry that won't be refilling itself anymore. It's great. My other brother is staying at the house working remotely to make sure he doesn't try anything stupid. He's been giving me and my sister updates on every single one of the man-baby's tantrums. Yesterday, he apparently threw his controller at the wall. The movers arrive in 2 weeks to start packing. He still thinks we're all bluffing.